An evening of memories. Rahul returned home late that evening. He had looked tired as he placed his bag near the sofa and loosened his tie. Riya noticed his slow steps and gentle sigh. "You came late again," she said softly as she poured him a glass of water. "Yes, I did," Rahul replied. The meeting lasted much longer than expected. Riya handed him the glass and sat beside him. "You looked exhausted today. Was everything okay at work?" Rahul nodded. "It was fine, but the pressure had increased. Everyone had expected quick results, and I had tried my best to manage it all." Riya smiled understandingly. "You always tried your best. I remembered the days when you had worked even harder than this." Rahul chuckled lightly. "You meant our early married days?" "Yes," she replied. "Those days had been difficult, but they had also been special." Rahul leaned back on the sofa. "I still remembered our first year together. We had lived in that small rented apartment." Riya laughed. "That tiny kitchen where we could barely stand together." "Yes," Rahul said. "I had burned the first meal I tried to cook. And I had pretended it tasted good," Riya said, smiling. "We had laughed so much that night." Rahul looked at her fondly. "You had always supported me, even when I had failed." Riya lowered her eyes. "We both had made mistakes. I remembered how we used to argue over small things." Rahul nodded. "We had argued about money, time, and even about who forgot to switch off the lights. But we had never gone to bed angry," Riya added. "You had always talked things out." Rahul sighed. "I had learned that from my parents. Silence had created distance, but conversation had built closeness." Riya rested her head against his shoulder. "Do you remember our first serious fight?" Rahul thought for a moment. "Yes, I remembered it clearly. I had come home late without calling you. I had been worried," Riya said. "I had imagined the worst. I had realized my mistake when I saw your eyes," Rahul replied. "I had promised myself I would never make you feel that way again." "You kept that promise," Riya said gently. They sat quietly for a few seconds, listening to the sound of the ceiling fan. Rahul then spoke again. "Do you remember our first trip together?" Riya's face lit up. "Of course. We had gone to the hills. We had missed the bus," Rahul said, smiling. "And we had walked for hours. My feet had hurt so badly," Riya said. "But I had enjoyed every moment. We had shared street food and talked about our dreams," Rahul added. "I had told you I wanted a peaceful life. And I had told you I wanted a home full of warmth," Riya said. "I think we had achieved both." Rahul looked around the room. "Yes, we had built this life together." Riya stood up and walked toward the window. Time had passed so quickly. Rahul followed her. "It felt like yesterday when we had planned our future." Riya turned toward him. "Do you ever miss those old days?" Rahul smiled. "I missed them sometimes, but I also loved what we had now." Riya nodded. "I felt the same. Every phase had taught us something." Rahul held her hand. "You had taught me patience. And you had taught me courage," Riya replied. Rahul remembered another moment. "I still remembered the day you had fallen sick, and I had taken care of everything at home." Riya laughed softly. "You had tried to manage the house and almost flooded the kitchen. But I had learned," Rahul said proudly. "I had realized how much you did every day." Riya looked at him warmly. That day had changed our understanding of each other. The clock ticked slowly as evening turned into night. Rahul said quietly, "I had always been grateful for you." Ria squeezed his hand. And I had always been grateful for you too. Rahul looked at her and said, life had not always been easy, but it had been meaningful. Ria smiled. Because we had walked through it together. Rahul nodded. Yes, together. They stood there silently, sharing memories that had shaped their journey. The past had been full of lessons, laughter, and love. And as they looked back, they felt thankful not for a perfect life, but for a real one they had built side by side.